Welcome back to the Underestimate and no edition of Raw out of 10. A big day for Raw this week because 4 days away from Saturday main event. There's a lot going on this week's show, and we got it headlined by a big WrestleMania rematch, Seth Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre. But we kick the thing off with Jey Uso, just days away from his shot on the World Heavyweight title against Kingston. The Roy Hannah interrupted him and reiterated that Uso is a mascot. The fun-loving cartoon character doesn't belong as world champion and won't be after Saturday night's main event. Uso responded, reminded him that he had done the biggest show of the year after Saturday. He will be world champion. This was limited physicality, just enough to sell the match before Uso stood towards closing. This is exactly what needs to be the last opportunity to sell the show and the biggest match on it. Couldn't have started clunky, but recovered nicely, delivering quality promo while Uso responded confidently. A solid exchange in front of a red hot crowd for me definitely helped to build the excitement ahead of the match. Before we got Rey Mysterio against Kofi Kingston taking each other on in the first match, and John Bradshaw Layfield joined the commentary team for this match. He took a shot to Kingston and Woods. A back and forth match saw Mysterio overcome a strong effort from Kingston and interference from Woods to cancel the SOS to roll out the win. After the match, Woods attacked Mysterio and set up for the New Day 2-on-1 beatdown, only for Cruz Del Toro and Raquel Wild to make the save. A cheap shot from Kingston led to Del Toro being knocked on the floor, but the babyfaces stood tall to close the segment. It felt like Kingston should probably not be taking losses as the New Day continues to build its heel persona, but with that at least made sense that Woods would save. And the match was quite good though, even as Kofi discovers what his heel in ring character should look like. But yeah, personally just disagree with the results, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Before, during the break, Jackie Redmond caught up with Karrion and Scarlett. The former hinted at the escalation of his rivalry with Sami Zayn, consequently hitting the address the WWE Universe from there. Zayn believes he's in the upper echelon of WWE superstars. The only thing separating him from the likes of McIntyre, Rollins and Punk is that they have world titles, he doesn't. He declared for the Rumble just in time for Rollins to appear. The prize fighter told his best friend if they can win the Rumble, and more importantly they can headline Mania together, but only if Rollins wins the title from Cody at the Rumble. This was outstanding. Not only did it set the stage for Zayn v Rollins at Mania, but it teased it for being the top prize in the company. That's if Zayn's willing to help care as he did Reigns. Zayn put his best friend in a tough position, creating a moral dilemma. And yeah, Owens has always been that manipulative figure, and I think that's when he's at his best. Before we got Bayley against Nia Jax, we knew in their rivalry. And yeah, an early distraction from Roxanne Perez at ringside led to the Irresistible Force seizing control of the contest. Jax targeted Bayley's injured left arm and shoulder, forcing the babyface to essentially fight with one arm. Bayley fought back into the match, emptying her arsenal as she attempted to defeat her opponent. Jax has absorbed everything thrown at her, delivering a pop-up Samoan drop and finishing off with the Annihilator for an impressive win. After the match, the Women's World Champ Rhea Ripley hit the ring and unloaded on Jax, avenging the sneak attack suffered earlier in the show. Security pulled them apart, but the hatred between them was strong enough as they broke through and brawled. Ripley threw down the challenge for Jax at Saturday night event. Bayley and Jackson had a solid in-ring chemistry, and that was on display here, but it did feel somewhat misguided to be the role model in her first match back. But a big win for Jax, but at the same time I just kind of feel like this whole Ripley stuff has been a bit rushed really when it didn't need to be. So yeah, for that reason, kind of all over that one, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. On the heels of an awe-inspiring debut on last week's show, Penta returned to the squared circle for a showdown against Pete Dunne. The heel dominated the action early and through the break, utilising joint manipulation to his advantage as he out-wrestled and punished the digits of his opponents. Penta fought his way back into the match, taking Dunne down with Mexican Destroyer and Tope con Hilo. Moments later, after one burst from Dunne, Penta utilised a sacrifice arm breaker and followed up with a Penta driver for the win. The newcomer's presentation and in-ring work have exceptionally elevated Penta along with his rival. He's incredibly popular with the fans. He backed up the attention and hype with his performance between the rates and is treated by the company like one of the top tier stars already. A great follow-up to last week's flawless interaction. So yeah, this gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Great stuff. CM Punk joined Jackie Redmond for an in-ring arena promo that may have only been seen internationally and with those without Netflix ads. The Chicago native vowed to toss 29 other people over the race. Punk went through one-on-one the likes of Rollins, McIntyre, Cena, Reigns and even Hulk Hogan, promising to settle the old scores. This was straight fire from Punk, a kind of fiery promo that enhances the overall excitement for the Rumble, and yeah, it should have been shown everywhere really. Dakota Kai then bounced back from last week's Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament, toying in the Rio Sky to score a big victory over Pure Fusion Collection. The heels beat down and isolated Kai throughout the early portion of the match, but a hot tag to the genius as Sky sparks babyface comeback. Sky exploded in the ring, wiped out the opponents with moments later, and escaped to carry through the clutch by hanging Baszler up on the top rope. The over the moonsault finished her off and earned the win for the babyfaces. A good solid tag match that saw the right team go over. Sky's on a different level right now and has the momentum behind her in the same way Bayley did. did entering the last year's event. This may be newcomers surprising since her returning legends, but she feels like as good as anyone to win the 30-man War as anyone. But yeah, kind of match just felt a bit out of place between what we just saw and what we're going to get. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. But moving on into Seth Rollins against Drew McIntyre in our big main event, McIntyre gained early control of the match by sending his opponent across the commentary table and crashing to the floor. The Scottish Warrior dominated the action throughout the break, but the visionary mounted a late comeback. A top rope knee to the head stunned McIntyre for a 2. From the springboard senton and another near fall, McIntyre countered Rollins' suplex, Falcon combination with Michinoku driver for 2. Later Rollins broke out a crossface, but McIntyre made it to the ropes, forcing a break. McIntyre responded with a future shot, but Rollins kicked out. McIntyre beating down and brutalised Rollins while taunting him. His arrogance cost him though, as Rollins jackknifed him to score the pinfall win. After the match, McIntyre attacked Rollins. Sami Zayn made the save, but laid him out. Back in the ring, the heel once again reiterated Rollins that they should be in the same side. Zayn exploded with a heel kick and accidentally leveled Rollins, leaving the show with a cliffhanger to end. A strong match with added storyline elements. Give this a major thumbs up to wrap up the show. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Overall, Raw gets a 6 out of 10 from me. One not quite up to the level of last week's show. It was another strong show, complete with the Sami Zayn storyline was a real high point. The in-ring portion of the show was strong, a good start with Oso and Gunther, and yeah, the cooking out of the women's division, CM Punk, that promo, I thought on the whole it was a pretty decent show. 6 out of 10.
This video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.